Right now, two probes, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, are crossing the heliopause and slipping into the near vacuum of interstellar space. Will drift entirely untouched for billions of years. Long after our sun expands and swallows the Earth, the Voyagers will still be out there. Bolted to the side of both spacecraft is the Golden Record. It is a message in a bottle for the deep future. But it presents an incredibly difficult design problem. You cannot rely on English, you cannot use digital storage, and you cannot even use Earth-based concepts of time, like days or years. In 1977, a committee at Cornell University, chaired by astronomer Carl Sagan, was tasked with creating a language from scratch, one that relied exclusively on the fundamental laws of the universe. The Golden Record is designed to be decipherable by any intelligence that understands the physical properties of the universe, using a sequence of scientific clues to describe a world they will likely never see. Imagine an extraterrestrial intelligence intercepts the probe in the distant future. The first thing they encounter is a 12-inch disk attached to the craft's exterior. Deep space is a harsh environment, constantly blasting objects with cosmic radiation and extreme temperatures. To survive this, the record is constructed from solid copper and plated with protective gold. But the first question any discovering intelligence would have is, when was this made? To answer that, NASA electroplated an ultra-pure sample of a specific isotope, uranium-238, onto the cover. This diagram visualizes how the uranium acts as a universal clock. Uranium-238 has a known half-life of 4.51 billion years. By measuring the remaining uranium on the cover and calculating the decay, an alien civilization can determine the exact date the spacecraft was launched. Before the discovering species even attempts to play a single sound, the physical composition of the record has already given them a calibrated cosmic timestamp. Along with the disk, NASA included a phonograph cartridge and a stylus. But handing someone a record player without instructions is useless, especially if they've never seen one. To solve this, designers etched geometric instructions onto the aluminum cover. At the bottom, a hydrogen atom diagram shows a precise energy transition, establishing a universal baseline for time. Using this metric, large circular drawings express binary arithmetic to calculate the exact playback speed. This diagram illustrates the pulsar map. Pulsars are rotating neutron stars emitting regular radiation bursts. The map plots our sun in the center, with lines radiating to 14 known pulsars in our galaxy, allowing anyone who finds it to triangulate our exact location. By anchoring the instructions in the immutable laws of physics, the cover provides both the manual for playback and the precise coordinates of the senders. Once discoverers follow those instructions and drop the stylus onto the gold grooves, the physical vibrations translate directly into the encoded data of our world. The record encodes 115 analog images. These photographs visually explain human anatomy, plant life, and monumental architectural achievements like the Taj Mahal, as well as the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. Embedded alongside the images is the auditory landscape of our planet. The track list contains the sounds of crashing surf, thunder, and singing whales, intercut with spoken greetings recorded in 55 different human languages. It also captures deeply intimate moments. The grooves hold the rhythmic beating of a human heart, the sound of a kiss, and an hour-long translation of creative director Anne Druyan's brainwaves, literally turning human thought into sound. Finally, the committee curated 90 minutes of music to represent our vast cultural diversity. A listener billions of miles away will hear Beethoven, Peruvian panpipes, jazz from Louis Armstrong, and the electric guitar of Chuck Berry. This payload represents a massive consolidation of information, condensing the reality of an entire planet and its species into 90 minutes of analog grooves. But if we look past the brilliant engineering, there is a sobering statistical reality to this project. Space is incredibly vast, and these probes are microscopic by comparison. The mathematical odds of an extraterrestrial civilization actually intercepting one of these tiny gold disks are infinitesimally small. So, if the record was never truly likely to reach alien hands, who was it actually made for? In 1977, during the height of the Cold War, the project forced humanity to curate our collective identity. Given the chance to introduce ourselves to the universe, we chose to send our art, our music, and our heartbeats, rather than our borders or our weapons. The Voyager Golden Record is ultimately a lasting monument to human curiosity, a message that will float perfectly preserved in the dark, long after the civilization that sent it is gone.